Room here for McAllister. Now Gross, what a pass that is. Can he pick a man? He can! Into the corner, Leandro Trossard opens the scoring for the Seagulls.
Was it a bit of a relief? Because I was at the Fulham game, which I think you definitely deserved to win, but you only got a point from it. And it's been a bit of a recurring theme, playing well and not getting your rewards for it. So was it a bit of a relief to get the 3 points when you played that well?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's obviously frustrating for everyone. I do think we've the majority of the games we've been the better team, but I suppose that's the level we're playing at. That obviously doesn't always go your way. But yeah, I think it's still like we've been really confident. I know people were talking about we're home form in 2020 and that we hadn't picked up many wins and stuff, but we're still really positive around the place. We know that we're playing really well against teams, playing some teams off the park. It's just about sort of that final little bit, and I think obviously we've had a couple of positive results now, so I think it's sort of it's starting to turn, hopefully, anyway.
The one thing I did wonder was there ever a bit of worry about the fact that you were creating all these chances and not putting them away? Was that ever something that weighed a bit on the minds, that it was becoming a bit of a habit?
I don't think so. I've played in a lot of teams that have been sort of struggling near the bottom, and you do worry when you're not creating the chances, because I think you don't know if you're going to get out of it, and you're sort of like looking over your shoulder and relying on other teams' results sort of to help you. But as I say, because we're creating the chances and sort of getting into the final third quite often, it's maybe just that little bit of luck or sort of that final little bit of quality. I think we're confident we've got the players here that if we give them enough chances, they'll get the goals. So as I said, because we're creating the chances, I don't think that anyone's sort of being worried.
How satisfying is it as a defender to get 3 consecutive clean sheets in the Premier League? Because it's not easy, is it, in this division?
As I said, it's the hardest league in the world, so to get 3 clean sheets on the bounce against some good teams as well, it's really positive, and I think sort of it's been sort of said in the press that we're sort of a little bit leaky in defence and stuff, so I think it's good that we've sort of proved a few people wrong. Obviously going into the Liverpool game, so if we can keep a clean sheet of that game, we'll be really happy.
How have you found this season? Obviously there's quite a lot of competition for places, especially when the manager switches things around and switches Ben into the back line rather than playing in midfield.
Yeah, frustrating. Obviously I played every game last season that I was available for, so it was it has been frustrating. I do think I should be playing. I've told the manager that. I think everyone who's in the squad expects to be playing, so it's nothing new. But I still do think as well we are playing in the Premier League, so you do need to look at it is the best league in the world. I've just said it before. So it is competition for places. We've got a lot of good players in my position. Donkey, Webby, Ben. So it's been rotated a little bit, and I have getting some games. I'd love to have more games, but as I said, we're picking up good results at the minute, so I think as a team that's the most important thing.
I was going to say, how does the manager go about it when you've told him you want to be playing and you're unhappy at the situation? Because I seem to remember when I did my research on him that he's got a qualification in emotional intelligence, so I imagine he's a pretty good manager and can handle those types of slightly awkward situations.
Yeah, he's very good. He's very open. He's always said if anyone wants to go to talk to him, then do it. But at the end of the day, he's got a job to do. He's got to pick who he thinks is the best 11 players to win that game. So I went and saw him and said that it was frustrating and stuff. But that's only I can just go out and prove to him on the training pitch and in the way I play in games. Just that I want to play more games. But as I said, it's down to him at the end of the day. If he thinks that another team is got a best chance of winning that game, then he's going to do that, and I respect that. At the end of the day, that's his job. So,
has he said anything to you about anything that you can do to force your way into the team, or is it solely just sort of different horses for courses?
I think so. Yeah, I think it's purely tactical. Every time that I haven't played, he's told us that it was purely tactical, and I believe that. I think the gaffer's never been one until probably the last 2 games to play the same team twice in a row. I think he plays whoever he thinks is going to best affect that game and get the result. I don't think he looks too much into how people have been playing or what's been happening. So and as I said, we've had good results from it. I think we've seen from the lads that have come on or started games recently, we've had a lot of changes, but everyone can play a part in this team, and you just need to be ready and obviously doing as much as you can out on the training pitch to try and prove to them that you should be playing. So.